Okay, we have a special guest with us. I said it was Sally Sue is what I heard her name was, and she's going to talk about why you don't send your husband to the grocery store. Y'all give a big hand for Sally Sue.
How y'all doing? Let's see if I can make this work. I'm stuck. I'll stand right here. So how y'all doing? Good. How you like my disguise? I wore this so if I mess up, nobody will know who I am. I'm going to share a little story with you, but it's going to take audience participation, and your part is to laugh. So if you hear something funny, laugh. If nothing's funny, you better laugh harder. Because if you don't, it's going to be a long 5 minutes. Okay? Well, y'all know here in the South, if somebody gets sick or passes, we take over food. Okay? How many of you have ever taken over food, received some food? You didn't raise your hand. Are you from around these parts? That's what we do. We take over food. Now, you can go to the deli. You can go to the grocery store, get something great. You can have someone to make it. But put it down in the big book of important things to do in life. Okay? But get this. You get a lot more credit if you make it yourself. Now you can use your grandmother's platter. That's fine. But those women in the kitchen, they'll say, I know where she got that chicken. Looks like y'all got yours at the same place. That's just the way it is. Alright? But get this. I only make one thing. I make those little small 7-up pound cakes. And I'm out of ingredients. And I got a sick friend. And I'm trying to get packed up to go out of town. So I asked my honey, would you get my ingredients for me? He said, I'm trying to get the badminton. I said, I just need a few things. Okay. He said, I can probably run in there real quickly, get what you need, and I can still get the badminton. But you make sure I can go through that express lane. I said, no problem. I make up that list. He goes on his way. Now, y'all, we don't go to the grocery store together anymore because, frankly, I don't care what things cost by the half ounce. Some of y'all get that tonight when you're laying in the bed, your light bulb goes on. So he's off, and y'all, I waited, and I thought, he's gone on the basket. Where on earth could he be? And all of a sudden, I hear the garage door open, and here he comes. He's got a bag in each hand, and bags. Y'all seen him hanging on his arms, coming in the kitchen, putting those bags down. And he looks at me and he says, I'll get some more out of the car. I'm looking around going, what in the world? Just gonna make a little pound cake. He heads on out. I start unloading the bags. First bag, pound of butter. Next bag, 2 gigantic bottles of vanilla flavor. And if I'm going to use half a teaspoon of that vanilla flavor, it will take me forever to use 2 gigantic bottles. Alright, next bag, 3 dozen eggs. They had a special. I tell you, they had a special. I only needed 5 eggs. I just put down a dozen. Next bag, got one of those big old 3-pound tubs of lard. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That shortening. Not 1, but 2. And then the other bag, 2 more. 12 pounds of lard. That's enough lard to fry chicken for all of you. Hey, who's y'all's cook tonight? Maybe her husband did the same thing. I don't know. But anyway, I got to the bottom of that sack. I found my list. And y'all, in my eagerness to make sure he could get through that express lane. And probably for the first time ever in my life, I numbered the items. Wait till everybody catches up. Number 1, pound of butter. Number 2, large bottle of vanilla. Got 2. Number 3, dozen eggs. Got 3 dozen. Number 4, large club assortment. 4. Y'all, I hear him coming back in. Can hear him puffing and puffing. Down in my list at number 5. Number 5, a 5-pound bag of sugar. I knew he was coming in with 25 pounds of sugar. I looked at number 6. Then I just had to chuckle. 5-pound bag of all-purpose flour. 30 pounds of flour. Here it comes. He's dragging in all those bags. Bam, bam, sugar, flour, bam, bam. All over the place, sugar and flour. He looks up at me and says, "One more trip." So he heads on back out to get something else. Now, y'all, I believe in things that you can't change. And sometimes I believe in hounding things. And sometimes I just let things ride. Y'all be proud of me. I just let this ride. I just put that list behind my back. And then I hear him coming in again. So I take a little peek at my list. Number 7. Number 7 said 7-Up. Now I told him before he went, I don't like those large bottles of 7-Up. Because when you're just making a little pound cake, that large bottle will go stale before you use it all. I said, nope. I like the medium size, the little 6-pack ring, the medium size 7-Up. I knew he was coming in with 42 bottles of 7-Up. So, you know what? I just moved things out of the way. Back up, making some space. Here it comes. Put down all that 7-Up. More 7-Up. All right, he's got it down. And he looks at me. Well, obviously, they wouldn't let me through the express lane. And he turns around and walks away. Just remember, he wanted to go back in. He gets halfway to the door and comes back. He says, "For the record, I figured out what I done." He said, "But by then, she was ringing up the 7-Up. And all those people in line behind me were laughing. And I gotta get the bag knitting." And he turns around to leave again in a huff, and he comes back and he says, "Now don't you tell anybody." I said, "I won't." So don't y'all tell